The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the next series of town drama is getting more intense than ever, especially when Poppy could be the next victim. The story revolves around the troubled relationship between Luna, Finn, and terrible secrets that threaten the happiness of many people. Below is the entire development, analyzing each detail to clearly see the tension and drama pushed to the climax. Opening Poppy is accidentally becoming the target of both Finn and Luna. This comes from the fact that each person has their own reasons to fear or hate Poppy. First of all, the conflict between Poppy and Luna is not new, but has accumulated over many years. The climax is when Luna believes that Poppy ruined her childhood. It was these injuries that made Luna resentful and always harbored thoughts of revenge. The fear that Poppy would continue to cause her harm, even report Luna and put her in jail, further urging Luna to take some action to defend herself. Meanwhile, Poppy seemed to be completely unaware that she was falling into a dangerous spiral. She was simply a person who wanted to seek justice or try to get what she wanted, but this indifference could make Poppy unable to react in time when danger struck. All eyes and speculations focused on Poppy, that she was about to be the latest victim in a series of unexpected events in the town. As for Luna, the story became more tense because she was hiding at Bill's house, a place where she did not dare to publicly reveal her presence. Luna believed that if Poppy knew the truth, she could be thrown back behind bars. That explained why Luna was desperate and eager to deal with Poppy first. Furthermore, Luna has a huge amount of resentment in her heart. She cannot forget the painful past caused by Poppy, or at least Luna believes that Poppy is the source of her childhood wounds. The combination of fear of being exposed and hatred turns Luna into a time bomb. Every time she meets Poppy or simply hears her name, Luna feels threatened. Will Luna dare to act so that Poppy will no longer have the opportunity to expose her sinful past? And if she acts, what will Luna choose? It's all just a hypothesis, but it's enough to make fans restless to follow the developments. Although Luna is imprisoned by the tracking ring, she can still find a way to find her mother and brutally kill her, or she can also kill Poppy the way she killed Hollis and Tom. Putting drugs in Poppy's glass of water and causing her to go into drug shock, this also would not arouse the police's suspicion because Poppy has a history of drug use. Another shock comes from the character Finn. He discovers that he is Luna's biological father. The DNA test results completely shock Finn, unable to believe that his life has such a shocking secret. This information not only affects Finn, but also strongly impacts the relationships around him, especially with Steffi and their small family. Finn understands that if this secret is revealed, his current marriage and happiness may be at risk of breaking up. Worse still, he is struggling with the murderous blood legacy of Sheila, the notoriously cruel mother that everyone knows. Finn sometimes tries to control himself, but it seems that cold blood constantly evokes extreme thoughts in him. He felt he needed to not only hide this, but also find a way to clean up all potential threats. And the person holding the biggest danger for Finn was none other than Poppy, who could expose his secret at any time. During this chaotic period, Finn began to form a bold plan to destroy Poppy before she could drop any clues. The prospect of losing his family, losing Steffi, all because of the fact that he was Luna's father was enough to push Finn into a state of despair. Combined with the fear inherited from Sheila, Finn felt haunted by the idea of ending Poppy's life. At first, Finn planned to meet Poppy at a deserted place on the beach. To outsiders, this might just be a private date, even romantic. But to Finn, it was the perfect opportunity to carry out the barbaric act he had been nurturing. On a deserted beach, the sound of the waves could erase all traces. There were no witnesses, and Poppy could not resist if she was caught off guard. Finn's second option involves using a cardiac arrest drug, a mysterious poison prepared in a glass of wine that, if Poppy drinks it, will end things more peacefully. For Finn, Poppy's death in this way may help him be less haunted than having to directly and brutally kill her. However, the risk is that there may still be traces left in the autopsy, or others may suspect Finn. In any case, this is an option that he does not rule out. Obviously, Poppy's death will become an explosive shock for the entire month of February. Not only affecting those around him, this act also deeply imprints Finn's image. He is a doctor, a family man, but at the same time has the same obsession as his notoriously dangerous biological mother Sheila. This dark plan, if successful, will open up a series of new troubles that make the audience wonder, how far will Finn go under the pressure of his family and murderous blood? How will Luna react if she learns that her father is willing to kill just to hide the secret? And is there any chance for Poppy to escape the jaws of death? Drama and tragedy intertwine, taking the audience from one surprise to another. In that chaotic picture, each character has their own purpose, their own mission, but are all caught up in this spiral of sin. Surely, the latest episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful will make viewers unable to take their eyes off. In short, this drama season of The Bold and the Beautiful seems to promise a breathtaking climax. The battle for secrets, hatred, and fear of loss has pushed Finn and Luna to the brink of a deadlock. Every passing moment could be the moment when Poppy has to face a painful ending, and also the moment when all the truths have a chance to be revealed. Stay tuned for the next episodes to see if Poppy is brutally murdered, or if these knots will be untied with another unexpected twist. One thing is for sure, this February will be full of shocking events for the audience. There is still doubt about whether Brooke betrayed Ridge or not. Brooke's action of coming to see him is considered a last attempt to prove her innocence. Although the relationship has gone through many ups and downs, Brooke still does not want to be labeled as a traitor in Ridge's eyes. Her mood can be both painful and determined because not only her reputation, but also her honor and self-respect are at stake. During the conversation, Brooke tries to present all the evidence and arguments to convince Ridge to trust her. However, the coldness and hesitation in Ridge's eyes show that he is still skeptical. Although Ridge is familiar with Brooke's tricks, he cannot ignore the possibility that she is trying to manipulate or turn the tables. So no matter how hard Brooke tries, the barrier still exists and the question, can Ridge forgive, is still open. It is worth noting that Ridge quickly sought out Taylor after the conflict with Brooke, which unintentionally created a wall that made Brooke's efforts even more difficult. She understood that if Ridge rushed to Taylor, it would prove that he still had feelings and trust in his ex-wife. Ridge's action of seeking out Taylor could be both a consolation and a form of escape from the troubles that Brooke brought. In Brooke's heart, she was fully aware that Ridge and Taylor had a long history, with children and memories attached. Therefore, Brooke absolutely did not believe that Taylor was completely innocent in luring Ridge. This emotional conflict promised to continue to escalate and create many dramatic twists. Meanwhile, Taylor also kept an eye on Brooke's every move. From Taylor's perspective, Brooke's visit to Ridge had only one reason, to win him over to her side. Taylor has every reason to be suspicious, because the history of fighting between Brooke and Taylor around Ridge has never really stopped. Therefore, if Taylor happens to be present when Brooke visits Ridge, she will definitely assume that Brooke is staging a familiar love drama. Old conflicts are dug up. Taylor's self-esteem is also hurt when the feeling of the ex always silently threatens the happiness she is holding. Taylor can even directly confront Brooke, accusing her of still not letting go of Ridge. After countless conflicts, Brooke's patience may have reached its limit. In addition, when she realizes that Ridge always seems to have a strong spiritual support by Taylor, Brooke will find it difficult to endure the lose-lose situation. Although Brooke initially only wanted to clear up the misunderstanding, Taylor's mental attacks, including accusations that she came back to fight for Ridge, made her angry. In the heat of the moment, the thought of eliminating Taylor began to flash in Brooke's mind. It may have started out as a threat or a moment of impulse, but circumstances pushed things out of control. Brooke, who is known for her emotional outbursts, may have accidentally or intentionally led to a serious incident that she did not expect. An encounter between Brooke and Taylor at first glance was just a meeting to talk to each other. However, the tension rose to the point that Taylor suffered a heart attack and suddenly passed away. It may have been the psychological pressure or fierce argument with Brooke that weakened Taylor's heart, or it may have been Brooke's anger that accidentally pushed Taylor to a state of extreme stress. The audience must have been surprised to witness a meeting that seemed to be just talking back and forth explode into tragedy. The scene where Taylor suffered a heart attack and died right before her eyes is perhaps the most haunting moment, leading to a series of questions. Did Brooke intentionally set it up, or was it just an accident? Who will be responsible for Taylor's sudden death? Taylor's death certainly shocked the entire family and those close to her. As for Brooke, she was not only in pain when witnessing this death, but also had to face accusations from herself and from everyone around her. Ridge, who had just lost an important person, could forgive Brooke, or would he blame her for the tragedy? Questions about legal responsibility were also raised. Unless there was clear evidence that Taylor died of congenital heart disease or too much pressure, Brooke could face a serious investigation. Other characters such as Steffi and Taylor's son Thomas would certainly be indignant and blame Brooke. Family conflicts, the fight for justice, and Ridge's complicated emotions promise to explode in the next episodes. Taylor's passing not only closes an important chapter in her life, but also opens a new series of complications for the bold and the beautiful. Where will Brooke and Ridge's relationship go when the woman who was once a rival dies under suspicious circumstances? What will Brooke do to clear her name, or will she admit that she crossed the line in a moment of anger? The question remains open, pushing viewers into a spiral of anticipation, waiting for the next developments. The next episodes promise extreme tension, with rapid-fire details, fierce confrontations, and the risk of a tsunami that will sweep away all relationships. Brooke's punishment, guilt, and inner struggle will become the focus of attention. It can be said that this tragedy not only sows loss, but also disrupts the lives of all characters, pushing the story into a dramatic dark zone. In short, it was the long-standing emotional conflicts and misunderstandings between Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor that led to a tragic ending that marked a new turning point for the bold and the beautiful. Taylor's sudden death was the knot that forced all the characters to change, face pain, and responsibility. Will Brooke have to bear the full consequences, or will the truth gradually come to light and reveal a different direction? Keep watching to discover the shocking conclusion of this dramatic story.